Fall into the energy. Do some read while I wait for something. Um, y'all just be mindful, you know what I'm saying? Someone, this could be parents. Also, you can have other people being upset because you have people, somebody, you know what I'm saying, in a situation, you're the same people that could have got people to go against you once upon a time. I feel like you have a lot more supporters than you know, okay? I'm getting ding dong, the true BS is now dead, okay? It's no longer existing, okay? If it was impious type people, irrelevant people using religious as an aspect or a form to control a situation, that is no longer, okay, is no longer the case at this point, okay? So somebody you no longer have to worry about that being the case of what it is for a situation. I'm feeling like Chiquita banana. Chiquita banana. um, I'm also hearing that song by Janelle Monáe. I don't walk, I just float. And this is like something that's really much so imploding. Um, where people are really just wanting you to just like feel like you're suffering or feel like something like, you know how like you're supposed to look in the mirror. Anytime you look in the mirror, even if you know what I'm saying, it's like body positivity, acceptance for self, or things like that. This is like someone struggling with the fact like, why aren't you feeling sad? Because it's like, for me in my example, I can use myself. It's like all I'm telling them is like, give me back my money. But then it's just like, you know what? However long it's going to take, the longer that it's taken, the more bigger the blessings shall be in this situation. So that's why I'm just like, you know what? The blessing might be way bigger than what I can probably see, whatever it is that I can phantom in this situation. So it's just like the excitement in that type of situation is just like, why be concerned when it's like the energy is there, but then it's just like it's irrelevant. And then it's like we still address it, but it's irrelevant. It's no different than like when you're emotionally, psychologically going through something and it's just like you have to address it in order to face it, right? And in order to go to the next step of you evolving, you must face head on whatever it is that's like there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like these are people energetically, whether they physically are approaching you or spiritually or whatever the case may be, what people call it, spiritual warfare or whatever it's called. But it's just like, are you gonna sit there and be like, oh my gosh, like no, but you know what I'm saying? You like people understand that you are entitled to feel how you feel, but process it. And when you process it, then it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all seen me process it before. It's just like, I have to address it, but then you work through it, right? And once you work through it, that how you feeling then? You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta see that, and it's like somebody, whoever this person is, it could be a feminine energy or it could be somebody portraying to be in a feminine energy, and it's like I feel like some people could be feeling a particular way, or it's just like, how is it that you still got a smile on your face? You shouldn't be happy, and it's just like, the fuck? I'm gonna be happy. Like, what the fuck? Like, you have to find the happiness regardless of what it is, because other than that, we're in a world full of people that are in misery. Misery loves company. And when you're not wanting to be the company of a person's misery, or just because they want you to address it, or they feel like you don't have the competence, you don't know this, and you don't know that. But it's like, you know what the fuck you know, right? It is what it's gonna be, right? And when you face it, it's like, and and then when you hit that person, you just gotta think. I was sitting there cooking my rice, and I was sitting there thinking, I was like, that end hit different when you can sit there and analyze the situation and be like, all right, you did what you did, it is what it is, so what, and that's what the fuck you get, right? But then it's like, well, and they can't even finish the sentence. You get what I'm saying? You know how you addressing, like I was thinking about, I was like, damn, I'm addressing, women, and I'm pretty sure it's like some men, like, goddamn, like it's fucking up my mind, it's blowing up my mind. But it's like, in the defense, regardless of how you see it, it requires you to be in a balanced energy, right? So when you're in a balanced energy, rather good or bad, you must be in balanced energy to appease rather the good or bad, but stay neutral. These are people that either they just gonna be all the way bad, portraying to be good, or it's gonna be somebody good want to portray to be bad, but they don't have that balance, right? So this is like someone like is messing them up because it's like, well, we're gonna do this type of thing, and they ain't gonna see this coming. It's like, just because somebody ain't speaking about it doesn't mean that the person don't know about it. But then it's like, these are people that want to talk about it but won't be about it. You know what I'm saying? Walk it like you talk it. I walk it like I talk it. I can't give you something about me that I'm not working through, that I already been through, to talk through it, to know that I'm about it. But these will be people, oh, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come watch their downfall. Watch me sit here and do this. And now everybody's sitting back. Well, they still seem like they're smiling. Seem like they're still laughing. It still looks like that. Shit, it looks like they're looking a little bit more shinier and brighter than what it was from the last time. And then that's when you got to hit them with it. And your point is. And they have no fucking reply. That stunts people. Somebody needs to know that would stunt a person every fucking time. It's like, well, I could talk about, maybe you can't talk about looks. We can't talk about any, baby, let's talk about you going ahead and getting your mental health in order. Let's get your psychological, your emotional. And when you get all that in the fucking order, because right now it's looking real disordered-like, then you get your mind right, then guess what? You'll get the right to be in a position to speak on how I speak. You ain't got to have the money to talk about the shit that you know. Shit, you could still be sitting at the bottom of the totem pole, but have all the fucking wisdom and gatekeeping to the same motherfuckers who's trying to get to the next position, but they can't get to it. You just ain't got the money, but you got the wisdom, right? So see, this is where people get it really messed up. Oh, I got the looks, but your soul ain't right. Your mind ain't right. You can have the money all day long, but if this ain't right, and everything else ain't aligned, baby, all you doing is stealing from the next person to go ahead and get to where you're going. That only lasts so long until they realize, like, okay, well, let's elaborate. Who did you really get it from? And when you can't elaborate on it, guess what? What are you left with? Nothing. Because they're going to start asking you questions. So what made you get to this point? And how did you get to this point? It's no different than today, reporting live on News 6. What do you... Go choke on the dick. You'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain shit like that. It's just, I was just sitting there, I was like, damn, Rita, every time that you come up here, it's like, whether I feel like I want to show up or not. But if it's the calling to do for the time being, it's like, show up for those who are genuinely, whether they was thinking negative, which now I can tell the energy is like, I need to sit down and learn something. You gonna learn you something. Over here, St. Panther, you gonna learn your little something. Sit your ass the fuck down. You might not like the delivery for a little bit, but shit, you get a little razzle dazzle. You might get a little ruffled of feathers a little bit, but you're gonna learn you something. You'll be a lot fucking better if you hear it. Harsh reality hurts. The truth hurts. They tell you that all the time. The truth hurts. But if these are people that are not prepared to hear the truth. But it's like, is it about hearing the truth or hearing the truth, or who is it coming from? Where the truth is coming from. Is that what it is? It's more or less, it's giving more, it's about where and who the truth is coming from. Sometimes it's not even about the truth. It's about who it's coming from. I don't like because it's coming from a black woman. I don't like it because she looks so pretty. And baby, just go work on some self-esteem. Oh, I did this to them and they don't want to be my friend anymore. Did you think about the shit you did before you had to make that decision, before you did it? 10 times out of 10, most likely not. But then it's I want sympathy. I want empathy. Give me compassion. Allow it to be a little softer. Were you soft when you were doing what you were doing? No, you were happy. You were proud. So I deserve to be happy, proud, not boastful, not an ego, but what I deserve to work hard to bust my ass to get where I am. Some people struggle with that part. You shouldn't be happy because we're blocking you. Just because you blocking me doesn't mean that you get to block the sunshine that I got within me. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, and it's blinding at times. Sometimes I blind my goddamn self. Like, goddamn girl, oh, you did that shit today. Sometimes you gotta be your own best friend. And day shit, I ain't no motherfucking Beyonce, but shit, me, myself, and motherfucking I. Or as Jim Carrey said, me, myself, and motherfucking Irene. Alter. But when you find that peace in it, it's like the new beginning, and whatever type of like revelations you get, and then you looking to protect yourself from the sadness, work through the sadness, because when you do that shit, to me, I feel like men must find that safe space to be able to release. I would be the first one to tell you, man, it's okay to cry, but you just can't cry around everybody. You see what I'm saying? Find that safe space where you can cry freely without judgment, without scrutiny, without someone like that. Find that silent partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, can you just sit here for a second? All right, sort that shit out. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time it's like, I think the guy was way older than me, but he was just like, I appreciate you. But I just knew he just needed someone to just sit there. But it was just like, not only just sit there, it was just listen. And clearly just asked him, I said, do you just need me to just sit here silently and just listen? Because I was like, do you need me to just sit here and listen? Or do you need me here to listen and like, respond back? He was like, I take option one. I was like, okay, fine. And then it's like, as he was working through it and stuff like that, and as I'm watching it, this man is beating himself up. But then I was like, don't beat yourself up. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those, you got to sometimes chime in, don't beat yourself up, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? It was none of those like trying to stop him or whatever, but it was like, don't beat yourself up, work through it. And then as he kept working through and worked through it and whatever, it was just like, I literally watched somebody that was, when I could say psychologically, emotionally, I don't know, it's like I could tell what he was going through, but it was just so much stuff that I could tell that person was like in a sunken place. But as I gave him that space to just, do that, it was an older gentleman at that. I want to say he was like in his 50s or 60s. But as he worked through it, I saw a person come alive. I was like, it's fucking beautiful. It's dope. And he was just like, oh, wow. I was like, well, how do you feel? He was like, I haven't felt like this in a long time. And I think it was something about he probably had lost like a parent or something like that. I was, you know what I'm saying? You silent partner, you chime in when you can, but when it's like you just need that person to be there, because it was like, hey, he didn't need no reply. He just needed that safe space. And then after that, it was just like, simple little dialogue here and there. But as he worked through that shit, it was like literally, it was the most beautiful thing to watch, especially a man, like when they're suffering with mental health. It was just such a beautiful thing to me, which it made me very happy, because it was like, shit, don't nobody deserve to sit in a sunken place. But at the same time, as he was working through it, and you know what I'm saying, I'm being the silent partner, but it made me self-reflect as a person. It was like, Sharita, all this shit that you're going through. And even though like I feel like this man literally was telling me about his childhood all the way up into current marriages, kids, you name it. But then it was like, as he was talking through it, and it was like, I felt him. But it was just like, at the same time, it was like, damn, listen to, the ins and outs, the pains, the downfalls, what he had to work through, but it was like, I'm literally watching this person work through it. I was just being the silent partner. I'd just be like, hey, just don't beat yourself up, work through it. That was the only thing that I did that whole time as he got through that shit. And it was just like, damn, Sharita, life can be a lot harder. Life could be so much darker. You have to look like, how they always say, someone is always going through it way worse, or somebody didn't make it. That the way that he spoke about it was like, shit, I can only imagine if I had decided to really, take in drinking alcohol as a fucking habit. I can only imagine if I took on just like nothing wrong with the weed, which even though it helped me like with my anxiety and whenever my brain goes a billion fucking miles an hour most of the time. But it'll help slow it down. But it was just like see life through another person's eyes, and then you can start processing and realizing like shit, it's bad, but you can really realize it's not as bad as it could be. It can be way worse than what you are doing in that current moment. And it was just like, you know what, Sharita? Yeah, people did some crazy shit to you. It's pretty messed up. But it's just like, I'm here. So what are you gonna do with that time that you're here? I'm gonna fucking smile when I feel like it. Cause everybody don't deserve to embrace and enjoy your smile. Everyone don't fucking deserve that. Please always know that. Like, if you don't feel like to be in the energy of smiling, you ain't got to smile. You ain't got to motherfucking smile. I'm not here to smile for the next one. I'm smiling for me, not for you. For me, because if I'm deserving to be in my happy place, that's my happy place. But if you're not here to enjoy that, skedaddle, scurry on, rate's great. But it's like at the same time, it's just like, what does it lead to all those times? Sometimes a stranger's conversation will be the healing capacity that you did not ever know that you needed. Sometimes that's what it be. Free will, ambition. This is like someone, oh, I need the attention. Sugar pie. Let me give you some life advice. Because apparently it's just something I'm not 1,000% sure. What are you looking for? What you hoping to overanalyze? Ooh, I'm looking for. It's nothing there. You're looking for something that's not there. I'm looking for. They're gonna do this hateful thing. You're looking for something that's not there, baby. And what you're looking to go pick at. Have you go look at the person in the mirror first. I'm gonna look for some dirt on this person to make them look like this. Tell me, how's that working out? Because it seems like you all are leaving more triggered and in your feelings than it is of you looking to really heal. Because a person looking to cause someone to suffer or still feel non-liberated, and your perception of what is being revealed. I don't have to speak on everything that I know, but I know what I know. I see what I see. I speak on what I speak. It's interesting. But addressing you is just seem like, I need the energy. Baby, listen, you will go into, okay, this is not Rocco's Modern Life, okay? This is not Rocco's Modern Life. But you're looking for a way to cause a disturbance in someone's life. You want to avoid truth and a person getting justice. You want to carry on whatever this weirdness you have over the weekend. But in 18 hours to 36 hours for someone who's watching me, and if you're still in this want to cause tower moments, chaos, you will have the feds at your door. A little bit quicker. But those of you who are actually here to say, I want to get you justice. I want to make sure that the truth of you is seen and heard, and I can see where you're coming from. Because I'm not going to keep sitting in whatever this was type of energy of someone feeling like, oh, well, they don't see this and they didn't call out this situation, or they didn't call out that and they don't know about this. It ain't about what somebody's speaking on or not, because sometimes we don't give a fuck. God damn. Somebody need to know, if you don't give a damn, I ain't gonna give a fuck. So it's like the longer that you feeling like you're doing this, and it's like, just give up already. Just give up already. Are you? Tell me, how's that working out? Because depending on how it is, if you feel like you're using energy or auric or whatever it is, someone's name is Eric or Herrick or Hendrick or something, whatever it is, whatever your name is, do better. Life is peaceful. No need to just try to go bother and see if the person is going to mention you. Baby, if anything, what this is teaching me is to give you a little bit of raw, real truth that sometimes I don't feel like you got people around you to give it to you, Pooh. I don't feel like some of y'all ain't got them type of people around you. It's unbiased. It's going to be raw. It's going to be truth. It's coming from a genuine space. Something that apparently a lot of these people are not accustomed to. You come over here to St. Pathologist if you just really just need that raw and that real, okay? Because I'm not here to coddle your feelings. No one ever coddle mine. I'm not going to coddle yours. Shit, even the spirit, the archangels and the saints don't even coddle me. Shit, even Jesus don't even fucking coddle me. Let alone God. Because I believe in a higher power. Jesus did exist. So anything outside of that, that don't mean shit to me. To try to get someone to conform to a religious aspect, to try to get someone to conform to something that other idiots don't choose to want to do, that's the walking dead. Okay, that's the walking of the dawn. They don't want to see for what it is. I don't have to seethe or give you fucking venom, or I can choose to go ahead and give you peace, knowledge, and understanding and some wisdom. It's just coming from a little young body. It's coming from a little young thing. But when you sit here and figure out what's going on and how you doing this, you'll start seeing how people are doing what it is that you're doing. Because if it's anything, if you haven't been catching any of my readings thus far, you failed yourself. You failed already when you decided to go against someone. And I made it very clear, getting any type of reading from me, do you want your blessing or do you want your curse? And a lot of people who've played with me, you looking for this time to know. I carry the angel of death. I'm not able to apologize for that. But I also carry the angel of life. Do you need that healing? Are you ready to heal? Because if you've been anybody that wanted to cyberbully, harass, stalk, and you was just a person who just got caught up in the he say, she say, we say, the bullshit, wanted to work in, communities and stuff like that, and hoping you're going to get immunity, you best to know right now, if you were the latter of the group, meaning you were the lesser of the group, these people that you probably was thinking that was really helping you in your community, and you had ties to these people that were judges and lawyers and the preachers and stuff like that, they fit to betray you. You are to them that you are the bottom of it. If you were part of homeowners associations, if you was part of the car clubs and part of the board committee or things like that, and I don't feel like you got too much to lose, baby, they flipping y'all. They just trying to figure out what time and when they trying to come in to do, these court cases. If there's open pending court cases and you know about, and you didn't choose to go speak up to some people that we was fucking with somebody innocent, or we did some shit and we was calling into these places and getting people in trouble and we didn't know them, whoever you've been working with, it's a whole bunch of wands on the table. Aries, Leo, Sagittariuses. We got Gemini, Libra, Aquariuses, and Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpios. They're going to flip you, baby. They don't want that blame. They don't want that drama. Even though they was the one giving y'all the money to do this stuff. Even though they gave y'all money to do this stuff. Was it right? Why I'm getting demoted? Why I'm not getting that promotion? Why my paycheck looking a little funny? Damn, I just got the car and it got hit. Oh, damn, the kid's getting in trouble. Such and such sick in the hospital. Dang, such and such just got caught up with this. Oh, my brother just got this. Oh, such and such just got robbed. Oh, such and such just passed on. Such and such got in a real bad car wreck. Excuse me. This person just got caught up by immigration. You think it was by coincidence, baby? When you start playing in certain things, right? That's why healing is more fucking important when you got to go ahead and start. Hey, let me start asking you a little bit of questions. And people getting a little frazzled when you start asking questions, leave their ass the fuck alone. That's no different than when you hear in the black community and a black person start telling you all you got to do is just know your ass going to jail. All black people know when a person hits you with that sentence they starting with, all you got to do is, baby, your ass going to jail, baby. And depending on who was trying to put you on to it, and trust and believe, if they the first one to get wind of what's fit to go on, oh, they fit to make sure that you take that, baby. They gonna make sure you take the hit for it. Especially if y'all been the people in the community and you was getting paid less than $2,000. They was paying you with food stamps. You was getting a little free gas. They'll help you pay with the little bullshit of, if you got to pay little fees here and there. Or, you had to go to particular restaurants to get you a little something to eat or something. You taking the fall for that. Oh, trust and believe me. I didn't say this is 30 plus years in the game, baby. I'm only telling you what I know. Because if I can't tell you something I don't know about. I can't tell you something I ain't ever had a personal close proximity experience with. What I ain't seen with my own two eyes. What I ain't seen what people will actually do to you. That's why half of these people that's doing this stuff, who we got here? People in judicial systems. If you were a person and you thought you got a grant for your business, you thought that was a free grant. You thought that was a loan. You thought that was somebody trying to help you. No, baby. That's a control tactic. Because you got to remember, oh yeah, we brought the supporters to come to your page, come to your business, come to your site. And all of a sudden you be like, hey, I just can't participate in that no more. I'm trying to focus on my website. I'm trying to focus on my business. I'm trying to focus on my, finances. I'm trying to focus on my health. I'm trying to focus on the family. It's a problem. Now all of a sudden it's like you just open up this new business, this new food truck, and now all of a sudden you run into issues with food code and health. You think it's for no reason? It's crunch time. They know that they fit to get up and they need to prove something. And the fact that they can't prove it and they can't use you no more, what you think they fit to do? Well, they must have forgot I helped them with them getting insurance to go to the doctors to get the medicine that they needed for their kids. They must have forgot that I helped them make sure that they got all the certificates and permits that they needed for their food place. They must have forgot that I went on ahead and make sure that they got the copyright so they can go ahead and do what it is that they're doing. You got to remember that. So when you get ready to do that and they know that, oh shoot, the crimes is coming up. People really getting real close and paying attention. There's some of y'all dealing with health issues and stuff like that. Y'all need to go ahead and go hit your girl up so you can go ahead and get your shit in order. It's a fee. Oh, trust and believe me, it's a fee for the consult, the original consult. But those type of things is where these people wanted to keep all those blockages. Because some of y'all sitting here dealing with emotional blockages, psychological blockages, physical blockages, financial blockages. Some of y'all need to even protect yourself from the same people that you end up getting in bed with. A little bit blindly. It's clearly some of y'all is really, really blind to certain shit, but shit, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, greed. They'll say money is the root to all evil. It ain't the money. It's about who it's coming from and how you accept it. That's why they tell you it's okay to decline to give for somebody, because all money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. All business ain't great business. Yeah, they got this business, it makes over $2 million, but does it have longevity? What is it based on? How does that person conduct themselves? How do they conduct those situations when it comes to their employees? Is there risk assessments being done when you start in these businesses? When you doing these negotiations? Because some of these people ain't good negotiators. Because when 5-0 start coming through the door and you just don't know, and now you sitting here all the thousands of dollars that you could be putting into your business to scale it, now you sitting here putting in overtime, thousands of dollars to go ahead and pay a damn attorney to just do the simple paperwork that probably would have only took you about $200, but now you don't spend over $22,000. You see? That's $22,000 worth of shit. Damn, I need this plumbing done in my house. I need the walls redone. Or shit, I need to fix my car. But that $22,000, you just end up having to spend on a goddamn lawyer that wasn't even necessary. But also, you got to remember, where did you get that money from? Who was investing in it? You know what I'm saying? You got to know what it is that you're getting in bed with. Know where you're getting in that bed with. Especially, you know, tis the season for political ambitions. My bad, y'all have to walk with me while I'm going ahead and make sure I get my stuff all right. Get yourself on time schedules. But when you looking at how you have to conduct yourself in certain businesses, it's not always just seeing in black and white. Some people want you to see it in the gray area. But is it really you seeing it in the gray area, or you having to see certain things for, okay, is this going to be in my betterment? Is this going to be for my higher good? Could I see this in the long term? Some people are not even thinking long term. Majority of people are thinking so much, well, I can get it done. But after you get it done, where do you see yourself after that? Where do you see yourself after that? That's one main question you got to start asking yourself. Because it's like, if I ask you right now, what are 3 things, and I usually ask people, what are 10 things have you overcome in the last 2 weeks? And this would be somebody like, I don't know. If you saying I don't know, guess what? You already failed yourself. You literally have failed yourself. But if I could ask you over the last 2 weeks what somebody else done, I'm pretty sure you can go ahead and tell me everything you know about what somebody did at work, at school, at the job, with the kids, with the, with your wife, with your husband, with your little side thing. I'm pretty sure you can tell me everything else about everybody else that they done over the last 2 weeks. But if I'm asking you, what have you overcome? What obstacles and challenges have you overcome in the last 2 weeks? I guarantee you somebody will literally be stopping at 2 things. If I asked you, what emotion could you say that you are in right now? I'm pretty sure you wouldn't know. What emotion are you struggling to get up? You wouldn't know. What goals do you have to go ahead and overcome in the next 2 weeks? Where do you see yourself 2 years from now? You wouldn't know. Because you so focused on, I know what Keisha did. I know what Nuki did. I know what my titi did. I know what Abuelo did. I know what Abuela did. I know what, my sobrina did. I know what Prima did. I know what La Chica from, across the street did. It's crazy that you know what everybody else motherfucker did, but bitch, what have you done? Sir, what the fuck have you done? What have you overcome? You could tell me what they wore, what they ate, what they drove, what kind of money they made, but what have you made? I'm pretty sure you probably sitting there with stomach issues, having headaches, migraines, but you don't know what you overcame. But you know what the next person did. But do you know what you did? Now, where are we currently at this time? Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll wait. What have you overcame, baby? Oh, and if the first thing coming out of your mouth, oh, this is what the Lord ain't did nothing for you that you ain't supposed to been already doing for yourself. Okay? Let me make this very clear. God knows what you're going to think, what you're going to speak, and what you feel before you even feel it. And some people is like, what does that? He knows what you're going to ask of him before you ask it. He knows what you feel before you even get ready to start to feel it. He knows what you're going to think before you start to think it, right? So what do you physically end up doing? You take an action, right? And in that action, even in inaction, you're not taking the action to do shit that you're supposed to. God, I want to do better with myself. Okay, over the last 2 weeks, what have you done to do better within your fucking self? Let's do it. Classes and motherfucking session. What have you done in the last 2 to 3 weeks that you can personally say you done better for yourself? Not, oh, I went over here and had bottomless mimosas. I went to this event. I went to this concert. I went to such and such house. I took a plane to go over here. I ain't hear shit about somebody saying, did you take a good shit today? Did you piss glory today? Did you take a very mindful shower today? Did you even take the chance to say, hey, today I looked at my feet. I like how my feet look. They look beautiful. I could probably use a little pedicure, a little thing or two, right? When I sat there, I looked at myself. Ooh, look at that. They could be a little bit stronger, but they working today, right? The mindfulness of, have you took the time to focus on yourself? Oh, I went here, I went there, but have you took time to focus on yourself? Have you done self-care? Even as a single parent, I can still focus on self-care. Self-love. Get you some. And then when you focus on self, everything else will start making sense, because you're not going to be concerned about what the next person doing, what they talk about, what they wearing, who they said about, what they said about. Because guess what? I'm too fucking concerned about what I got going on. Because yesterday was a shitty day and I needed that shitty day to go the fuck away. Sometimes you can't sleep it away. Sometimes you're not going to cry it away. Sometimes you just can't scream it away. Sometimes you can't eat it away. But what am I going to do today to do better than yesterday? Because the only competitor I have right now, because I'm in fucking competition with yesterday. Yesterday I should have, I could have said these words a little bit better. I could have been a little bit more eloquent. Bet. Okay, yesterday we dropped more F-bombs, and today it ain't as many, but I'm in competition to make sure that I don't do that. Right? Myself say, self, we gonna get ourselves together. But I ain't worried about Heather, Keisha, Tyrone, Tyreek, Cuckoo, Poo Poo, whatever the fuck. I'm not concerned about them. Because if I put myself in concern about what the last person did, what they said and how they said it, why they said it, but in the same tense, I'm going to address the shit. Then they said that I was worthless. Rita, are you worthless? Girl, no, we by far not worthless. We worthy. The worthlessness is those who wanted to go ahead and be in my business and they don't know about their business, because I'm about my business that the Creator has said, cleanliness is closeness to godliness. Your vessel is your tool and your source. And if you don't take care of this vessel, how the fuck you gonna be worried about the next thing? Because if this ain't clear, your womb ain't clear, your thoughts ain't clear, your body ain't clear, I really can't worry about what the hell you talking about. Because what you talking about is really going to be cow shit. And when they talking about cow shit and you start to address it, shit, what you eat don't make me sick. It don't make me shit. But also, you want me to take on the poison that you created for yourself. I can't drink it. I can't really pay no mind to it, but I'm going to address it. So in the mission of me healing, and I enjoy the fact of helping others. If I talk to myself, how I talk to y'all is how the fuck I got to talk to myself sometimes. Shruti, you really fucking the fuck up. Pull it together. I'm not going to talk to somebody else how I don't talk to myself. I got to keep it real with myself, because who else is here to keep it real with me? Nobody. However, the Creator, the Divine, the Most High, Yahweh, Ahmed, Muhammad, whatever you want to call it, they hear my thoughts. It knows my heart. It knows what I'm going through, what I'm working through. But if I don't work through that, how dare I sit there and say, God, can you help me through this one? God, can you just... It's going to fall on deaf ears, because I'm not even giving it to myself. All work, no action. I'm putting in that action. And the action is, I'm addressing it in the best way I know how. Hello, shit, I might as well start addressing this to my open public journal of those who feel they want to be a fan of whether they trying to see, will I fall? Will I scour? Will I hide? Will I bitch? Will I moan? Will I fucking complain? But the biggest fucking thing of this situation, they're watching me work through the shit. It's not driving me insane. It's actually giving me more sanity. The insanity is those who are speaking negativity in the parts and aspects that I'm looking to move positively in a better direction. Rather, I have it or not. That's the soldier right there. That's resourcefulness right there. That's a strong motherfucker right there. Because I ain't got to sit here and have all the money in the world just to be strong and sit on my own throne. This is mine. This is mine. They can pay all the people in the world to go ahead and create a corruption, to create a blockage. Again, it's created. It's not formed. It might be an annoyance, but it ain't going to be no motherfucking hindrance. This will be same people that have to, oh, well, I'm going to get these people to try to make them feel scared. Baby, shit, the only thing I fear is motherfucking God himself trying to tell me that I fucked up. That's it. That's it. Fearing a fucking human, I'll be damned. Fearing about somebody giving you a man-made disease, I'll be damned. Because life still goes on. Oh, you lost a marriage, life goes on. You lost some children, you gonna grieve a little bit, but life still goes on. You ain't got no family, life goes on. Because either you're gonna choose to sit in it, or you're gonna choose to get the fuck up. Because rock bottom, how much further can you go once you hit rock bottom? Nowhere. You can only go up. You can only go up. It'll be people always willing to fuck you up or try to come into what it is that you're doing. And especially when you're doing that shit independently, and especially when you're showing your fucking strength, especially when you show yourself fucking self-love, especially when you show yourself that you motherfucking beautiful or handsome than a motherfucker. Fuck what you talking about. What you talking about? What you talking about? I'm married to my soul. I'm married to the most creator, and to the creator say, hey, this is what I made for you. We don't chase, we attract. You attract what you are, good or bad. If you sitting in a shitty place and you over loving people, God will put people in you that's takers. He gonna put people in front of you that are takers. And it's like, God, why would you give me a taker? Because I'm teaching you the lesson to give it back to your goddamn self. I was like, well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Most of the time you be thinking people are mirroring back to you because you feel like you're a shitty person. No, sometimes those are shitty people, and that's how far you can end up, or how low you can end up stooping to yourself if you don't pay attention to yourself. Like, damn, I couldn't give love to somebody that I couldn't spare it to. But it also taught me that I was over loving people, and I was over helping people, over caring about people, and I'll guess who was getting neglected? I was neglecting myself. You feeling like they neglecting you, but you really neglecting yourself. All it is that these people are reflecting right back to you exactly what it is that you doing to yourself. They're not appreciating me. Are you appreciating yourself? They're not paying attention to me. Are you paying attention to yourself? They're not loving me correctly. Is you loving your motherfucking self correctly? They looking to betray me, baby. You're betraying your motherfucking self. The longer this motherfucking person that you gotta lower your motherfucking standards to deal with. Sometimes it's not even that person. It's the people who's around them. And if that person's not willing to let go of those people around them, let it go. That's betrayal in itself. That's lowering your worth, your value within yourself. It's not the other way around. People will make you feel like you don't know your worth, you don't know your value. Add tax to that shit when you go ahead and say, bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. That ain't for me. You can talk all this shit all day long, but most of the time when you sitting there in a bold move and you making bold moves for yourself, They'll throw rocks and hide their hand all day long. They gonna talk that shit all day long, but they ain't gonna ever have the balls or the cootie cat to say that shit to your motherfucking face. Honor that. I can respect the motherfucker talking shit all day long, indirectly, subliminally. Just keep that shit over there. The longer they feel like you don't know some shit, be the fool to play the fool. You just ain't got to act the plumb fool, because the moment that you got to get out your body, that's the same time when you need to say bye, Felicia. Lesson learned. The moment that I feel like at a man and I got to feel like, hey, something going on with that phone, and I ask you, you can't tell me as a man or a woman what's going on, let it go. That's what it taught me. Because the moment I used to be first class, beat their ass first, ask questions later. Then it was like, shoot, that ain't right. Then it was, okay, give them benefit of the doubt. And then it was like, shoot, that shit ain't even working. Is it worth it? No, let it go. I'd rather let you go than sit there and try to figure it out and all this having to play Inspector Gadget, turn into the motherfucking Pink Panther and shit like that. I ain't got time for all that. I ain't got time for it. Because the moment that you feel suspicious and the moment you feel like a motherfucking line, your eye get to twitching, let it go. I'm letting it go. Why you let it go so easily? Why you had to lie so easily? I'm not lying to myself, so would you want a lie to keep staying in your face? Because the longer you allow the lie to continue on your face, you're lying to yourself to go ahead and make something great that you clearly can see is not fucking great because it's a lie. Granny always told me if they'll lie to you, they'll steal from you, and if they'll steal from you, they'll kill you. It works in threes. But a person willing to actually care about you, love you, honor you, cherish you, they're going to always make sure that I hurt you with the truth before I ever hurt you with a fucking lie. A lie is very much hard to fucking recover from. But the truth, you'll cry for a little bit, you'll grieve for a little bit, but I guarantee you, you will heal so much fucking better knowing that you got the truth versus a lie. And you forever in a day, in your head, every fucking day trying to figure out, but what was the truth? What was the truth? What was the truth? Versus, I did this to you. I tell you the truth. Now it's just like, now you can be in that state of, did I feed myself an illusion? Was this an illusion? Yeah, it is. Because now you sitting there, there's no need for you to sit in an illusion of whether, did this happen? Did that not happen? They told you the truth. They told you what they did. They told you what it is. So there's no need for you to beat yourself up about something that clearly the truth shall set you fucking free. It's going to set you free. I set myself free every time when I tell myself the truth. Hey, baby, that's just what it is. If they didn't fuck with you, they just didn't fuck with you. They didn't love you, they just didn't love you. If they didn't respect the work, whether it was in business, whether they don't respect your investigative work, whether they don't respect your research, whether they don't respect what you saying, how you said, what you said, whether they don't respect how you handle your business, how you live your life. You're not meant to live how everybody else lives. But when you're in a place of wanting to heal intellectually, spiritually, physically, clear out certain things or traumas that you've been through, everybody ain't gonna like it. You wanna know why? Because they so accustomed to sweeping it all under the rug and making sure that shit is okay when it's not okay. It's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to keep running shit that we can go ahead and face. We gotta face the elephant in the room. We gotta face, the elephant has a fucking strong ass memory, don't it? An elephant won't forget. An elephant is born and it will remember who took care of it. So it's no different than address that elephant in the room. You remember that shit that happened when I was 6. You remember when we was 22. You address it. Because the longer you don't address it, guess what? It's going to keep going and going, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And guess what happened? Resentment, resentment, resentment. And now you're bleeding on people that you shouldn't be bleeding on. Now you're emotionally beating up or giving emotional baggage to people that you should want to have in your corner to support you, but they're tired of hearing the same thing over and over and over and over because you're not addressing what's causing the resentment. I want to keep this person down. Why? Because you're in your feelings. A feeling or an emotion is meant to last no more than fucking 10 minutes. At maximum, an hour. Work through it, process it, face it, and if you're not willing to, give yourself a 3-day window. And in that 3-day window, if you're not able to do that, just go ahead and harbor the resentment with it. Are you going to choose to go ahead and address the shit head the fuck on? Hey, you're a little shitty fucking person as an individual. You're a shitty lawyer. You're a shitty teacher. You're a shitty doctor, lawyer, advisor, a counselor, shit, and you get, hey, you're a shitty reader. Hey, to each his own, right? To each his own. But are you willing to fucking take accountability and responsibility? Okay, let's communicate. Where did I go wrong and where did we go wrong? And you communicate. Some people just don't know how to do that. Some people do not know how to do that, and they got to go to the next person to figure out, how do I do that? Gonna have your ass over there singing that Mario song, how do I breathe? But you just gonna be having a heart attack or an asthma attack. I don't know. Just suck it up. I don't know. Shit, snort you some motherfucking cocaine. I don't fucking know. All that shit is just a temporary fucking fix. And where does it get you to go? Nowhere. There was literally someone here that was feeling some type of way like, I'm mad because I can't find something like to hurt their feelings and to judge them on. When they can't sit there and find something to judge on you, that's when you'll get people to really realize at the same time, like, damn, people fuck up. We fuck up sometimes. We really do. But then it's like, are you willing to go ahead to do better? Are we willing to go ahead to see, what it is? Like, if I know that it's a person coming to me and saying, hey, somebody's struggling with food today. If I got it and it's a problem on the table, I might not have to know that person, hey, do you got a way for me to go ahead and reach the person? Do you know if they got this thing or whatever? Have you double checked for sure? Okay, even if I don't give that person that money, do you got a way that we can go drive to their house? Let's go pick up some groceries and drop some groceries off. Versus sitting there and talking about, girl, that's why she ain't got no food in her house. Oh, girl, that's why she ain't got no soap and she ain't have no tissue in her bathroom. Instead of you fucking talking about it, let's go to the motherfucking store. Let's go pick this up. Let's go pick them some tissue up. Let's go pick them some food up. Because having this conversation while you sit here trying to place judgment on someone just to feel superior, you're already beneath that person. Just consider yourself beneath that person. Versus is either a problem and you're going to be the solution, or just be the person to shut the fuck up and stop talking about people like that. You got to really fucking acknowledge the fact when you fucking up. Because other than that, a hater ain't going to really recognize they're a fucking hater until people in the room let them know, motherfucker, you a hater. Ain't nobody going to address the person who's a lowlife until the person really tell them that you want some lowlife shit, do fucking better. Because they're going to keep doing it if you're going to keep putting it on the rug, put it under the rug. I ain't finna put shit up under the rug. So don't come to me and be like, girl, let me tell you about what my other friend, first of all, did your other friend say it was okay for you to be talking about our business like that? That's one. Two, is there a solution to whatever it is that you're going to get ready to fucking talk to me about? Am I able to solve it? Am I able to help them? And if the answer is no to all that, keep that shit to your motherfucking self. Adult, mature behavior. That's adult behavior. We do not conduct ourselves where, girl, look what she said today. Girl, look what she had on. Okay, bitch, what the fuck you got on? What have you achieved or accomplished today? Did something she have on bother you today? And if that's the fucking case, did you reach back out to that person and say, hey, I noticed that you was wearing this or whatever, and it ain't being petty or funny or nothing like that, but I'm just trying to figure out, do you need anything? Are you in need of anything? Are you in need of, some clothes? Are you in need of underwear? Are you in need of a fucking bra? Shit, my titties gonna fall all day, baby. I breastfed 7 fucking kids, so anything that somebody talking about, baby, it's just titties. Your mama had them. Your granny had some. Okay? It's no different with, a man shit. Okay, instead of talking about that man, fuck about, hey, bro, it looked like he going through. Did you get your broski and be like, hey, let's go to the gym? Instead of let's go to the strip club and let's go to the fucking bar? Hey, bro, I realized, hey, let's go play some ball. Let's go play some soccer or let's go play some football or something like that. Because if you putting a person straight into a same fucking environment that you trying to get them out of, guess what? You are the accomplice to their fucking downfall. Be the fucking solution, not the problem. Not sitting there, let's gossip about them. Ha ha ha. That's why I showed everybody the picture of them when they were digging in their nails. Ha 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 ha. You see how they pants is fitting on? Ha 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 ha. Why don't you just be the fucking person to go ahead and go help them, first of all? Why don't you be the fucking person to figure out, hey, well, shit, I don't know how to reach them, but it looks like they got this shit. If you on their social media shit, clearly everybody these days gonna have their Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, whatever the fuck it is on there, right? Send them something if it bothers you so fucking much. If it bothers you that fucking bad, shit, pay. Well, shit, I'm tired of hearing it. Pay them to shut the fuck up then. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. You don't have that, do you? Why don't you pay them to shut the fuck up? And if you're not willing to do that shit right the fuck away, I'm going to wait 50 hours to shit. Well, pay me to fucking shut up today. Maybe I will. Maybe I fucking won't. But depending on what it is, it's a possibility. You see what I'm saying? It is be a person quick to fucking judge. But what are you doing to fucking fix it? Nothing. Nothing. You sitting here, well, these tarot readers, we're going to violate their lives and say it. Why? Because they telling the truth. Don't tell no lies out here in the fucking world, and people ain't got to tell the truth about you. You won't end up scrolling onto a person's live stream. You won't end up scrolling onto another person's page or whatever the fucking case may be. You wouldn't be fucking triggered if you wasn't going to search for the trigger. It'd be people willing to go out here to go search for things to trigger their fucking self and then get fucking mad and irritated every fucking way. Well, why is he over here at this page? Apparently your fucking husband, your man, your boyfriend, your father, your husband, baby daddy is over here fucking learning something. If you're a fucking woman, bring your bitch ass over here so you can learn something from a grown ass woman. Because I'm not no little girl. It ain't childish. The only person being childish is the one, I gotta report this. I gotta get some people to crowd up and do this. You mean you looking for you a yes man? You mean you looking for a hype man? You mean you looking for somebody that can condone your bullshit versus to call you out on your bullshit? Because I would want you to call me out on my bullshit. It's called constructive criticism. It ain't beating you down. It ain't talking you down. If anything, if it's sitting there building you up, teaching you something new, a better skill, or how to be a fucking better you, shit, sit your ass the fuck down and like it. It might be triggering for a little bit, but shit, if it's triggering you, shit, self-reflect in the process of while you listening. Self-reflect in the process while you fucking listening. If you're not able to self-reflect in the process of you listening, guess what are you doing? Causing more harm to yourself. I'm going to go look up her page today. I'm going to go look at his social media. He flawed. He think his music better than mine. This nigga think he can write this. This nigga think he can do this. Nigga, you look goofy. So since you think his rhymes is not as best than yours, why don't you go write some shit? You ain't got to diss him, but do something a little bit better. But at least if you're going to sit there and try to diss somebody, make sure it's a healthy type form. Not one of those, I'm going to go ahead and put fuel to the fucking fire. Shit, we already at a low bottom number of fucking men. And half the fucking men these days, they don't even want to fucking be with fucking women because they barely know how to be men. Then you got fucking women that want to be the fucking men. This shit is fucking crazy. But there's a solution. There is a fucking solution. But we'll get mad at the person like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? I don't need no bestie. I'm going to hype my fucking self up. Do you hear me? Or I'm going to hype the next person up that go ahead and need it. I'm going to love on you. Shit, you could be even my motherfucking enemy. Love thy enemies. I love mine. Because they love me for my ambition. What they say, mama ain't raised no punk. I definitely ain't got no bitch in me. But so at the same time, there ain't the only thing in the world of fucking fear. And it's not even fucking death. It's the fear of going ahead and seeing if God had to go ahead and show his wrath right here and now. That's the only thing I fear. Death ain't ever been a fear for me. I've seen death too many times. So most of y'all be sitting here like, what? Ain't nobody scared of fucking death. You are. I'm not. I'm gonna sit here with my little yeah. You too busy trying to check on a man? Queen of Swords, you too busy trying to check on a man? Or is this the man trying to check on a woman? I don't know, whichever way it is. But the feds watching y'all. Is somebody here trying to figure out? See, they over here talking crazy again. And they talking crazy again. Is it? Or are you in your feelings again? Go heal. And it's like, oh, they talking about it, baby. Ain't nobody talking about you. Your existence is irrelevant. It'll be people that feel like they're relevant in your world, and clearly you can really like care two shits about them. They can kick rocks, stub your toe, run into fucking traffic. Okay, like that type of stuff where people they talking about me again. What relevance do you have? Because there'll be people sitting here swearing up and down. If I don't mention your name, how you know it's real if I mention your name? But then if I ain't mention your name, it ain't real. If I'm not concerned about your existence and you weren't concerned about mine, how the fuck is it real? The only friend I ever had was myself and the Most High. That's it. I ain't ever had one real fearing a day in my goddamn life. Not one. And if there's been one, please name them. Please name them. I ain't had one real friend yet. And if you know one, drop a name. Drop a name, please. Because I ain't had one. So anybody claiming in these streets, especially in the state of fucking Florida, I ain't had no friend and we ain't friends and we ain't ever been friends. Okay. And that's just as real as it's gonna get. I'm not a person to sit here and be like, girl, yeah, we friends. Yeah, no. Because any friend that I ever so-called called a friend betrayed me in the worst way. In the worst way. I was there when they needed, but where was anybody when I was drowning? Nowhere to be found, betraying me, slandering my name, putting me in court cases. But still, I rise. I had nothing else to do, but still I fucking rise. I might have cried, but I still rose. I might have failed a few times, but I got back up. I didn't have support, but I still stood the fuck up. Smiled when I didn't feel like smiling. Crying when I had to cry in them silent cries. I love when people didn't deserve it. I help people that know for fucking fact that they didn't deserve my motherfucking help. But still I rise. I ain't trip. And I ain't going to trip. But I address you if I feel like it. But I'm not bored enough. But the beauty in it is, when you know the pain of the world, you'll start looking at the world a little bit different. It's a dog eats dog world though. I tell you that. It's very much so a dog eats dog world. But I'm not here to coddle your feelings. Not at all. No ham, no cheese, no turkey, please. I'm not here to coddle your feelings. But what I will do, I'll keep it real with you though. I'll keep it real with you. Nice to meet your acquaintance. Nice to have met your acquaintance. Because most of the time you meeting the representative, not the real person. But with me, you going to meet the real me, whether you fuck with it or not. Oh, I'm going to do something to make sure that their heart hurt. Baby, I feel it when you go ahead and put it there. I'm going to keep stabbing them in the heart. I want them to feel it. I'm going to keep using the knife and I'm going to use the pen. But still I rise. I'm going to keep coming to their lives and talking about them, and I'm going to light the candle, and I'm going to do the ritual to them. But here I am. Sam I am. Samantha Marie Conley. How is it that Tori Leanne? I needed the crew to help me. Oh my God, why is it I'm unbothered? I thought y'all said y'all was cool, no? Tori, I didn't hang out. Samantha, I stopped hanging out, what, 8th grade? Tuscaloosa Middle. I kept up with, what, Mercedes and Sandra. But even then, one thing for sure and two things for certain, what I learned about Sandra. Sandra's going to be Sandra. She's going to be her. But it doesn't bother me any much. You know what I'm saying? How can you help somebody who is okay with toxic? And she's been the one that wanted to be like, let me fix this. If it's not her, it's Mercedes. Let me fix this. Let me fix this. You are who you are. But the betrayal was already done. Not once, not twice. So why would I want to fix those things? I have no desire to. People's existence really don't honestly matter to me. Like I used to tell people all the time, the attitude of gratitude that a lot of people will have to understand. I fight every day not to become what they call cold-hearted. Because I know myself. I don't need the world to, like, if you don't know yourself, you're going to allow the world to tell you who the fuck you are. Can't nobody tell me who the fuck I am. I could be mean than a motherfucker, or I could be loving like no other. 10 times out of 10, I'm probably in my emperor energy or masculine energy because I have to protect myself. I have to protect my heart. I have to protect this vessel. I have to protect my energy. I have to protect myself. I don't have brothers. I don't have a father figure. I don't have a grandfather. I don't have, uncles and other male figures around me to be like, yo, I got you. I ain't got that. I don't have that luxury. All I got is me. Me, my 43, and whatever else I decide to carry with me just to make sure that I'm protected. Because I'll be damned anytime that I'll reach out to somebody and ask them, can you help me with this? Because anytime that I ever asked, it was always a no, a smack in my face, or a betrayal. But I'm okay with that. I've gotten to that place of, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody ain't perfect. Everybody ain't perfect. I'm perfectly imperfect, but I'm okay with my imperfect ass. Okay. But I'm happy though. Solitude is gratitude for me. Don't need a man or want one, but shit, it's cool to have it. It's cool to desire it, but it's not a necessity. Because once you realize that you actually been on your own for so long, it's like, if it comes along, you know what I'm saying, it's a little bonus, a little cool, whatever. But I also have a clear understanding, like, appreciate it. But at this time in my life, it's not really necessary because considering it's still certain things ongoing in my life. But it's not for me to take what I have going on in my life and in my world to take it out on the next person. Because you will get people looking to provoke and look for, to contemplate on things, make truths known in legal proceedings. Like, how do we have the truth? And how it's y'all make shit more complicated than what it needs to be. Nothing is that complicated. No man or woman is that complicated. It's just the fact, do you really want to learn the person, or do you actually genuinely give a fuck? Or is it just, like you said, transactional? Most people are transactional about things that they do. I'd rather be resourceful, useful, but not abused to be overused, genuine versus disingenuine, and be the rhetoric aspect or the rhetoric source to be able to say, let's get up. What are we going to do better today? I can't make the choices or the decisions for you, but what should we do better today? Forgiveness is for you. It ain't for another person. So you don't sit there have to keep carrying the responsibility of what somebody else is feeling. Okay, if you're feeling a burden and anger and hurt and pain, all right, sort that out. And then once you sort that out, then you can come back around. Because I'm not going to be the person like, oh, I'm going to get it out. But when I'm angry at everybody else and because you're just so happy to be the person there, I'm going to do you wrong. I'm going to treat you wrong. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But what right does that give you to do that to a person? Or well, shit, she's the friend and she always listens to me for the last 4 hours for me to vent. But did you ever take for that second? Did you ask her how her day was? Did you ask her how she felt? Did you ask her what she may be going through? But she listened though. And every time but you're not paying attention when you go over there to her house. It's like, I ain't paying attention to all that, but girl, let me tell you about this. That's emotional baggage dumping. You're dumping your emotional burdens on someone that you have not even asked for 1 second. Are you emotionally available to hear what it is that I'm going through? Whether it's something exciting, whether it's something depressing, whether it's something that you're suppressing and you just want to get it out or just talk about. Did you ask for one moment, was that person emotionally available to hear or deal with what it is that you wanted to speak about? And most of the time, people don't reflect on that. They just know that that person is there just to hear that. But then it's the person turns into the bad guy or the bad person whenever they have to look at the situation and be like, you didn't bother to ask me if I was available to go ahead and take on that. So then you're dealing with people lashing out and falling out. I ain't being friends with them. I ain't cool with them. Okay, cool. But now you feel some type of way. I don't know. They should have been calling me after all the stuff I did. Why you pushing the blame game? That sounds like victim mentality to me. Shit, after all I done did for people, but still, shit, does it matter? No. Accountability, Rita. They didn't respect your time. They didn't value you. And they damn sure didn't appreciate you. But were they willing to give back to you what you were putting out to even show up for them, even when they couldn't show up for themselves? No, because guess what? I was overgiving. So I can't blame them for something, but what I can do is remove my fucking self from that situation, right? Right. But that still don't get anybody a right to take away that little bit of light that you have shining. Because this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Message.